Hey, how's it going, everybody? Hope everybody's having a good one. Let's just get this, like, yeah, right about there, I think. Yeah. All right. Sounds like it's a little bit, like right around there, I think. Yeah. Just don't want too much of the background noise and everything, so yeah, we'll go ahead and at least like get back into this. See my face? Hi! And then we're just gonna hop right back over here. So last when we were working on this butcher thing, pretty much figured that we do not like kind of what's happening over here, right? How this is kind of getting really angled out that way. So something that I'm really interested in trying to see if this can actually help out a lot more is if, I think when you average vertices, it'll just take it out that way. So I actually want to try and see if this will work or not. Because I wanted to see if I can at least get that working properly. Average verts. Yeah, it's just gonna average it out just like in between, right? Like it's not actually like evening it out, right? So I think what's gonna have to happen is we're going to need to, let's see. So if it's a, what is it, an octagon, right? Pretty sure it is. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so it's 8. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8. So it's basically 8 times 8, right? So we have to get a cylinder with 64 sides, I think. Just do that, right? Nice and smooth now. I don't think we need a cap. We'll just keep the cap on for now, just so everything kind of can converge into one spot. Oh, what's... There we go. Just wasn't connecting with that. I wonder if we can at least get the angle right, or align that. I guess we can just take this, right? Just 13. What? I thought this was clearly... I think that's pretty much close enough. So I think if we just hop on this here. We can also just kill the rotation there, right? Just make this down to 90 degrees because we don't need that angle, just because now that we're gonna try and make this as aligned as we possibly can. Basically just need to make it, I'm pretty sure that's the top spot right there. Yeah. And it doesn't have to be perfect for now, but yeah, because now basically what can happen, I think, Well, let's see, because it's 8 on top there, right? And we can have stuff kind of converge onto that for now. We can also delete information probably. So let's go ahead and duplicate this for now. Throw that into the backups. Hide that in there. Let's see. All right. Trying to figure out if this is going to be the fastest way, just to try and take this, right, just basically go right here, just delete that, and then now we're going to try and attach that to here, possibly. Because the thing that I guess that was really strange too is that it's like 8 there, but then it's only like 1, 2, 3, 4 there. So well, we can definitely try at least, right? We're gonna have to kill this whole face here. There, so that's the cap there anyways. And I think the first thing though is that we have to make these a single unit. The thing is, if we try and go into here, right, and then what is it, the merge is this, right? It like averages it out. That's kind of the problem. I don't want that, right? I want to be able to do this, and then what was it? Yeah, to here. So snap that to that point right there, right? Do merge, right? Take the snap off. It seems like it's all just one now. Yeah. Okay, cool. So we can at least get that working. And this is just going to be like tedious, right? All right, hold on. So what we need to do is we need to take this, merge that there, and then take those and merge it, right? All right, cool. So we have the surefire way to do this now. Because what was happening, right, is that we were getting these harsh lines here. So we're trying to get the butcher cleaver here. Here, see, we'll just... have that just at least written up right there. Here, what I can do, I think, is just I don't actually want to do that just yet. I think I want to do that, then that, and then I do that and merge. Yeah. So that way I'm at least going through and I know for sure that it's working. So this is also where we're gonna need to start figuring out where we might delete some information here. So we might do that. And we can come through and clean that up later, right? And thing is, right, with the topology, we want it to be even though, right? Yeah, we'll figure that out, I think, here in a little bit. Okay. Looks like we're just going to be hopping and skipping. One per for now. I guess what we can do is make sure that this is like as close to perfect as possible, right, for at least half of it. And then once we have that, I think that's down to half right there. Yeah. So we have that out to half. So what we can do now is just cut this thing straight down 1/2 and then mirror it over. Let's go to the top here. Right? So we take what, everything from here? Yeah. So take everything from here. Man, so why does that keep getting tagged on there? It's probably, yeah, just like the blade down there, right? Jeez. Gotta make sure I'm not cutting down the middle there. Or anything past that middle line. Pretty sure that's good. This is where it was getting really weird. Aha. Something we would have forgotten right there. All right. Just go. Bam. Oh my. That did not seem like that split very evenly for some reason. So if we just go in there and we pop that off. So why was all of that down there? Left. So we're just trying to get like a nice clean cut down down the middle here so we can mirror it back over. It's weird, it's like this is almost just as tedious as if we just went through and just merged everything anyways. Like on our own. But we'll see if this works, and if it doesn't we can always just, there we go, nice clean cut. I think aside from that, I don't know why some of these just did not get selected. Because that's not a clean cut for some reason. Like that's not split down the middle. Huh. So we'll just go ahead and just merge the rest of this, I think. And then we can just be done with it. It didn't take that long. It took like a couple of minutes tops, right? Make sure we're actually merging stuff here. So I think we're back up to this and this. Right. Skipping some. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, we were doing it the wrong way on that. Hold on. Are we also doing it the wrong way down? I don't think so. Not on that one. Yeah, that was all correct. Yeah, I needed these. I was just doing it the wrong way there. There we go. Do those. There. Yeah. Alright, so now's where we're gonna have to start skipping, I think. Oop. And my headphones just died. Fear not, I should have battery right here. It's actually been a while since I've needed to set these back up to charge. These need to merge. Jeez. So we have a fair amount of topology that So let's see here. At least build in the verts for now where there are gaps. I think that's pretty much it, though. And there's also this, I guess. Just take that off for now, just to make sure that I do have this properly. Moist. I thought I got a... There we go. I don't think we need to do anything down here. Oh, yep, right here. There and merge. Just Moijin all over the place. I totally thought I had Moij. Oh, cool. I think we'll be able to get our version up. Take that junk off. Clear that font. So now what I want to try and do is take all of these verts. Hopefully if I just average them out, it'll blend. Yes. Well, basically blend it as much as we possibly can. And I know there's still like these kind of strange wireframe things, but it seems like it blends kind of smoothly, at least over there. So at least now we have, like, you know, the smooth handle that we really wanted, right, for it. Granted, there's still like this kind of odd look coming out of here, but is there something going on over here? Oh, did we not merge these two over here? Okay. Oh, that's fine. It's a good thing we're knowing this now. We can just select this whole edge loop here, I think. Because it's not like fully connected there, I think. Oh. It looks pretty clean. And then I know we tried to average that out as much as we could. I feel like if we take this and we average out the verts here, it will blend a little bit more, right? But then all All we really need to do that with that is just scale it out a little bit and scooch it back forward again. At least this way we'll get a nice blend on it. Select this. Let's delete by type. Let's delete the history on here. So I'm pretty sure we need this, right? And we need to take this and make it just, you know, like a little bit bigger. And ooh, no, we do not want the snap stuff on here right now. Bring that forward like a good ways, right? And then we can even take this and average out the verts. And then just take this, shrink it down a bit, bring it over. Or not just let that continue to because that's what that's doing right there, right? Is making it straighter. We could, you know, we could work with that. I just want to know what's happening with some of the very harsh lines there. But I think that'll actually come out from the render. I feel like that's not looking too bad for now. Let's go ahead and just start texturing it back up again a little bit. I mean, like we have the stuff there, but we need this to have, pretty sure if we go back to the front, throw this background in. Oh, is this not linked anymore? Oh, because the my logo thing was there. Let's see if we can go back into here. Where are you? There we go. Should be right here. Should be here, and then desktop, logo. Right. That was for that anyways, but can't remember what the knife was called. But in any case, I'm pretty sure it was just hold on. I need to go to the Twitch things, Monday memes. I'm trying to find that image again. Oh, the shunt cleaver. There we go. This, yeah. Yeah, so it's just black all the way until the very end, and it'll just be a little bit of the silver again. So that can just stay black, and then we grab the edge loop tool. Yeah, very thin on the edge there. Doop. Okay, we're good. So if we take this, we go back into our hyper shader. We had that Fong bat on here. We had the blend on. So there you go. We kind of have the blades there. I think the only thing that I really need to try and do now is get this to be averaged out again. So like just take this, pretty much, I'm pretty sure if we just take all of this down here Except for maybe the corners there. Just make sure that it's the correct lines going with it. Okay, cool. All right, so if we take this and we try and edit mesh average. Try and average the verts that way. Why did it? Okay, maybe there's a little too much there. Maybe just that one time? Twice. It's kind of dipping up there, and I'm not really a huge fan of that. Okay, maybe there, and then take the 3 off here, and the 3 off there. And I think if we get average one time, it's just this right here, like this little corner. Right? Because there is a bow to it a bit. Right, it is definitely sharp at the top. So we need to make sure that we're not losing that sharpness up here. I think that looks pretty good. It's like nice and square up there on the top. But you kind of have this little bit of a rounded spot there on the edge, you know, so you can kind of like rock the slicing and dicing back and forth just a smidge. Now the trick is to get this texture right. As well as kind of get the texturing overall. And that's where things are going to get a little bit interesting. Because it seems like, at least with the blend, right? We have the color and all of that, but this is where we're going to have to get into stuff that I have not messed around with in a while. In a long while. So color's already in there, right? Diffuse. There should be a... like a bump map or... or displacement map. There we go. That's what I think we need. So we need a displacement shader. This is what's going to be happening in here, right? Because I'm pretty sure... actually, hold on. Oh, it's in the bump mapping. That's what it was. Yeah. So just take that, make it black, and the bump mapping. I don't think we want, there should be a wood on here. Wood. That's very interesting. The wood. age. Yeah, because if you make it older, it's more rings, right? I'm just very interested in if we need to do this, and then if we go to UV, and then what's cylindrical? Yeah, because it can't be that way. Like, we have to, like, rotate it. Like, -90. So it's like that. And then this also has to be, like, -90, right? Do that. And make it a full wrap. Right? I would think so. Even though now it's like, I don't know how it's showcasing that. UV editor. Yeah, I also wonder if it's gonna need to be something where we can't just simply texture it. Yeah, because like getting into like Photoshop and stuff, that's gonna be a big headache, right? So let's see here. Let's go ahead and try and import the lighting system and just kind of see what a test render is going to be. Window outliner. Going to make this the soft beauty. See what we got going on here. Like, what's this gonna look like? Like, that's what's kind of throwing me off here. We don't need to do this whole thing either. We can just basically grab that. Yeah, so you're getting this like continual bumpage sort of thing. Studio, PG. Just make it so that we can't actually select this at all. It'll just be that. So it should still just keep rocking on there. So it's like the repeat pattern is way too much. It seems like on the blend here. Because basically all that we really need on this, right, is maybe make this really young. It's not really helping out much. Yeah, see, it's like this. That's what's really throwing me off, right? Because it's not like it's even the blend, right? Maybe what I need to do is not that. What can we get with mountain? Gives you kind of like this weird roughness to it, right? Yeah, because that definitely wasn't showing the true look for it either. I need leather either. All right, this is what we're gonna try and do here. We have this little step-by-step guide creating realistic wood. We're gonna try and see if we can't actually get some good results with this. So I'm just gonna try and walk through this super quick.
All right, so this is what's gonna happen. We're coming here, we're gonna select wood. All right. So now we're going to mess with the filler color. I'm gonna make this like it's super dark. Like really try and make it like that dark wood grain, right? Basically where it's black. And select stucco. For stucco in channel 1, it's red 0.431, 0.14, and then zeros. And color 2, make it 0.148, 0.028, and 0.019. That does not seem nearly as dark. For the channel 2 color, I used R.148, green 0.028 p. Oh, this got like 431, so that's 0.431. And then 0.114, and that's all 0. That's not the same though. Shaker is 20. It's like here, here, and then that's at 0. How is that? That's not even like remotely close. And then down here, maybe it's supposed to be in like display space. I don't know. Yeah, this is like almost nothing on all of these. 0.019. Maybe that's what the difference was. Yeah, that seems a lot better now. Yeah, that's close. Except that's a little bit too green, it seems like. Yeah, so there we go. So now if we go back to the wood, vein spread 254.098. Oh man, This is definitely something that I would not have been able to do on my own for sure. I mean, at least like the examples on here look pretty good. So we're gonna try and keep following along if we can. Like, why isn't that up there?
I'll get straight to the point. I found marijuana in the house.
Ooh, oh no.
While I never thought of myself as the type of father who'd have to drug test his kids, I'm willing to do just that if that's what it takes to find out who brought a joint into this house.
Oh, I think that's like from Seventh Heaven.
Dad, Lucy found something too.
Dad, I found a joint in Mom's dresser drawer. Oops.
Oh, we're supposed to make the wood. Okay. So we're okay. So it's creating the wood node. Was that for the vein color? Okay, so for the vein color.
Oops.
The vein color, there we go. So that was that. So back onto the wood. And we adjusted all those settings. Now to create the wood bump, keep in mind, as far as very simple, we are going to reuse the wooden texture we did before in the hypershade, select wood 1. Then in the hypershade window, go to edit duplicate shading network. Pretty sure we do that, yeah. So edit. Duplicate shading network. There you go. Now we have some things to change the color. So for wood 2, I think we're editing the fill color. So yeah, 50% gray. So now the filler color. figure experiment here. I use 747474. Oh, I didn't want to make it that. There we go. 50% gray. Mess around with it for the vein color. Click on the arrow pointing right next to the slider. Yeah, mess with this again for stucco 2. Channel 1. Let's see. 0.17. Copy, paste, paste. There you go. And then channel 2 looks like 0.185. Bam. Now for the final part of the bump nap, select wood 2. Hold it and drag, drop over here. This will reveal this. This looks like bump map. Maybe it's another. Don't see a bump map here. Maybe it needs to be in the displacement shader. I don't see bump map. So Maya 2016, I think. So this should be pretty quick. It should be, yeah, assign new material with the blend, right? Okay. Middle mouse. So it's normal camera now? The heck was that? How is that? How does that make any sense? Calling it normal camera, not bump map. What? What are you doing, Autodesk? You're getting drunk. You gotta go home. Dang it, man! I really don't want to keep wearing my glasses. Are starting to pinch my head and stuff, but I'll try. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I guess that's what bump map is now. So now we have that, right? See, so now create solid fractal. Over that right there. Blends diffuse. Okay, so that actually might be it. So I think after that, it's just going to be a matter of UV texturing. If I can't get it looking right. Well. And that seems like it's still getting like some harsh lines there, but that's like a really soft sort of thing. Yeah, well, at least it's looking a little bit better, right? Let's get back into here. Let's get back into here. Yeah. I think the wood on here, right? The vein color is a little bit too red. Really make sure it's like that should be pretty good there. And then the I feel like in the specular roll on, it's like really, yeah, let's make the shine off of this really not that. Yeah, let's make it a little bit more, a little close to a Fong anyways. Reflectivity, we really want that to be pretty low. So let's check that out again. Yeah, that's a lot better. You know, let's go ahead and really make that. All right. Messing with the specular roll off to try and see here. So there's still like a good amount here, right? So let's crank that back down, and the specular roll off, let's make that really, really light. maybe a little bit too much. Because we want to get still have that sense of that, like whew. Oh, there we go. Yeah, see, there's still like the. I almost feel like that needs to be a Fong almost. Let's see here. All right, a little bit too much again. Let's basically almost cut that in half. So we're getting it now, right? And just, okay. Feels pretty good. We'll keep it for now. I think that's pretty solid. The wood, maybe the bump map we need to punch up to maybe like a 0.5. Let's just see how that looks, just to try and kind of like ramp way over it. And then we'd always pull it back, because I'm not feeling that texture really coming out too much. Except for like right up there, that's really weird. Camera, we can make that there, right? It's like this weird single vein right there. I feel like the reflectivity or the sheen and stuff is just a little too much, right? All right, let's pop that back open. The bump, we can take it down to like 0.025. We'll take it down to there, I think, and then Can I actually get away with this? Okay, cool. Let's see what we get out of all this craziness. Still feel it's like pretty misty there, right? And plus, why is there only like one vein going through that? That's what I don't really get. We'll be able to see a lot more once like the light, where we get the rendering right up in here. Basically, just get a kickback. Just let the stuff watch and render. I think maybe one of these days I want to try and look into Arnold stuff, right? I'm pretty sure Arnold. I know V-Ray, the most recent stuff, has video or graphics card rendering, right? You can kind of feel it. Feel the texture and stuff, but it's just like this one long vein going through. I'm not really getting the overall sort of texture stuff that I want. But you know what? I'm pretty okay with that for now. Because now it's something where I feel like we need to just get that wavy texture from here. Notice what shun cleaver. Or what would that be? Trying to see if there's anything like a sword texture on there and stuff. Like, I feel like this is the best, right? It's like, it's almost, like, how big is this image? I don't think that image is the proper. No, yeah, it is. Guessing you can't really take that texture right there though, right? Because this is pretty much all it really is it's almost like that wood texture, right? But if we just make it like grayed out, right? So let's say it's like the blade right here, right? Because what do we need to do for the image and stuff for the butcher cleaver? Because it's basically you need the press from here outward, and then everything else from there is just kind of like a metallic texture. So we can make this the blade, right? So we just take this and we just isolate it, right? So now we just have this. If we take the face of this, yeah, and I think it's pretty much right there to right there. We make another Fong, I think. Make this just like the just metal. Just say that's metal. And then this is gonna be blade. There, right there's gonna be blade, right? Make the blade color like that. Pretty much that wood color, I think, right? But what we're gonna do is, instead of the filler color, we're gonna make all this stuff very, very grayscale, right? Make sure there's no like saturation on it at all. Make it pretty white. And then the vein is also gonna be another grayscale. It's gonna be a little bit darker. Like right around there, I think. Grain color. Just really make that, just make it all grayscale as much as we can. Yeah. Yeah. Huh. This is like the really weird thing. Render, that is, yeah. feel like we can definitely have this just stay on that soft beauty there. So why is it? Oh, I think I know why. Here, let's stop this. So I'm pretty sure we're still on. Okay, yeah. Some more high res sort of stuff currently. Yeah, so it's like doing this wavy thing out here, whereas it's not so much. All right. Oh, we're working on it. That's all right. We take this, right? We go to UV and we do it to camera based. Bam. It's basically whatever we had for that. What will it look like now? The exact same. How is it looking the exact same thing? Blade on here. So it should be just like just want to see if it'll even. So it's not even really showing it there. Did it work? Why is all of that like? See, that would have been optimized. So I need to. Alright, so that should be all the faces that we need, I think. Well. Coming back into here, polygons. these still selected? It's like, I get it. Why is it still showing it? Here, we're just gonna close and reopen Maya real quick. Just so all that stuff's just gonzo. Sorry, that was me. Dang it. Yep, that's me again. It's not your Windows error messages or anything. Isolate that noise. Here, this I just need to select objects, so shader. That seems a lot better. And yet it's still doing like the weird textures just there. Right. Like I know that texturing is like a big part of this. I was really hoping that I could at least just like get away with something at least dirty, right? That doesn't look too bad, but I mean that doesn't look like it's like the texture should just be like long line, right? And if we just like take all of the UVs right here, right? Freaking mosquitoes are in here again. Well, it's definitely a breeding ground somewhere. And I can at least select these and make it so that like it's rotated so that it's like, you know, has this like the texture's not going upwards. I can also rotate the texture, right? See, I don't get this. It's basically like taking the texture that I have and it like the texture's this size. Right? It's not like it's giving it to the whole thing. Maybe that is what I needed to do. That looks a little bit better. Like we're definitely getting there now. What? Okay. I just decided to crash. Good thing literally all that we did, I think, was just do the fit the B box part. All right, so go back to open here. Yeah. Into here, get into the butcher, go here. And then, yeah, I should be ending things here in a little bit. Yes, it is I. So basically, once you get into here, right? Come into this 3D texture. You go to fit to B box. Like that. Just so we can get like an overall look here. So now it's like stopping right there, right? So if we take this, shift it over, will it still have that? So it almost looks like it's there. We just need to take this now, right? Because this, yeah, see, I don't know how I'm gonna get that, like, especially with this right here. Also, this does look really smooth right here versus what I have with this garbage, where it's actually pretty. I thought it was, anyways. Soft beauty in here. So I think that's the 3D place texture for this. I think we come into this blade here, right? And we go into our color. And we have the age, right? Really make that age old, right? How does it look here? Does not look that great. So that's why that was fit to group B box. Yeah, so that's why it should be working just like that. I don't understand why there's this like band right here in the middle. I think what's gonna have to happen here is that select objects with material. We're just gonna make this that. Oh man, modify, center pivot that beast, yeah. And get the font in here. Let's grab this. Make that a little bit flatter, I think. Just kind of see what that looks like. I mean, yeah, we can definitely try and figure out that texturing sort of stuff, as well as like what's kind of going on up there before it gets to the handle there. Because that's kind of something that I want to figure out, why it's still very harsh lines through there. Because it's kind of really making it stand out there. Right? What if we make this like a very bright white for the butcher? Just make this a new Lambert, right? Lambert font. Make that white, like, pop out. All right, so we're gonna save this. We're gonna do mesh tools, mesh display. I think it was just average the faces out, right? We'll see if that just absolutely destroyed it. I don't think so. Find out. I kind of have a little bit of that weirdness down there, right? Might try and save it out for one. And see if we can't just do the average out faces for that piece right there. Just that little curl around, because it looks like it kind of helped out there. Whereas it kind of did a kind of no-no on the cleaver itself, right? Yeah, because it looks like that's a little bit nicer and smoother, right? It's just the cleaver itself, I think, kind of got messed with that. There you go. So we just go from here, right?
Come on, Gerald.
If we go to mesh display, and if it was what, for just average here. Starting to get tired. Figuring what I was trying to do, average, yeah. Just for that there. I do like seeing a little bit of the top there. Makes it a little bit more dynamic, right?
Do you want to come over?
Butcher. The weird thing is, I'm not really getting that metallic feel from the blade anymore. I don't know if it's because of the angle coming down like that. It's just kind of going away from it. Maybe if we get like a little bit of that action going on in there. There we go. Definitely feeling the light a lot better right there. And then we can also just like move the lights around and stuff in here if we really want, so. Is there a crease going down the center there? Hmm. It's just that stuff right there. It's looking a bit weird. Yeah, and there's like a weird thing going on in here that I could probably try and just average out or something. But this looks like extremely disconnected now, right? Like, I don't know. I don't know anymore. Well, we can just at least render this out, send it to him, see what he thinks initially and stuff, and then who knows, I could just be trying to fine-tune it way too much, but alas, it is the end of the stream now. Basically what's going to happen is I'm just going to let this stuff render out, and then I'm going to go ahead and ship that image off over to SHaTT3rGLaSS, and then I think that'll go ahead and be the end of it for tonight though. So if you're watching the VOD, thanks for watching, checking this stuff out, learning with me, as well as just probably screaming at the computer since I'm still trying to figure out what I'm doing. Oh man, this whole time was there just like a little bit of that. Oh well, can always tweak that stuff at some point, but anyways, I think that'll go ahead and do it for me for tonight. Tomorrow we'll be back with playing some games. We'll be trying to continue on with some of the Magic the Gathering arena for now. Still have to try and talk with some of my friends about Monster Hunter Worlds. I know I keep saying that, I'm like a little broken record and stuff, but yeah, just want to try and at least try and get back on either just playing with some people and stuff. I've been playing some single player stuff long enough, because I think once the new Spider-Man game comes out for PlayStation 4, I think that's actually coming up soon. I'd like to maybe look into that. Plus I have like the Uncharted games, so maybe I could just try out one of those. So yeah, if there's anything you want me to try and play, you can hit me up on Twitter, Facebook, or any of that stuff, or even just on Twitch if you catch me on live. Sometimes I have my schedule up on my panels and stuff now, so yeah, I think that'll pretty much do it for tonight, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow.